Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having a great evening. In this video, I'm talking to you about the second portion, the second video of the hits, the products that work. And the first is Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer 12-hour pore refining, minimizes the appearance of pores. And this does close pores. It has astringents in it. Now, when I bought it, it was a thick mint. It's very thick, as you can see right there. It's got a very thick, but it's starting to separate a little bit. It didn't do that when I bought it, but it still does work. So, as you can see, it's still very thick there. It still works. It still does what it says. But it has been doing that a little bit. So, just so you know. Then, this is CoverGirl Outlast Active setting spray. This has a heavy fragrance of cucumber. So if you don't like that, just keep that in mind. It says that locks makeup in place all day, seals your look so it's smudge proof, transfer proof, humidity proof all day, and it's for all skin types and breathable feel. It did set my makeup, my foundation, pretty quick. But some of my foundations did come off my T-zone. So other foundations didn't come off at all. So it could just be the foundation just wasn't for me, or maybe it was the primer underneath the foundation. They were not working well together. So, but it did set my foundation. It set my makeup. So if you get this and try it for yourself, it did set it. So, but you can see, if it'll work for you. Different. Some of my foundations, it said they were fine all day. Others, and not a lot of others, but there were others that did come off my T-zone. So just so you know, it does work. If it didn't work at all, then it would be like that with all my foundations, and it wasn't. So you can get it and try it for yourself and see, and if it does the same thing for you, then all right. Next is this hard candy palette that I bought this at the dollar store. And one thing I don't like is the clasp there. It's kind of... But the one thing this has I've not seen at the dollar store ever is the mirror. I've not ever seen a mirror in a palette at the dollar store. And another thing is the shadows are heavily pigmented, very pigmented. You do not have to use too much on your shadow brush, like once or twice. It's very pigmented. The entire palette is. And I can say I've not seen that like this at the dollar store. So I think this is a very good palette, and I think it works very well, and it's long lasting. So this is a definite product hit. Then This is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last in Cobalt. And this is a pencil. And it says it's waterproof, up to 24-hour wear, non-transfer. So you do need to sharpen. And this is what it looks like. It's really, really, really pretty. And it does do what it says. It does not transfer. It does not budge at all until you take it off. Now I'm going to let that set, and then I'm going to show you what it does. Next is Stila Smudge Kajal Eyeliner. And this is in Sapphire. And this is an automatic pen. And this is a very creamy eyeliner. So you really want to watch a real light hand so that the end does not break. Like, so a very light hand, but I use both of these as shadows, and they both work very well. And once they set, they're absolutely non-transfer. So I'm going to let that set also. Then this is Stay Put, Milani Stay Put waterproof eyeliner, and this is also a pencil. And this is a very creamy liner, and it's very, very dark. All right, so it's very dark, and this is as dark, and it goes on very similar to liquid excuse me, liquid eyeliner, black eyeliner. It looks that good. When you go over your top lid, some product can get stuck or come off onto your lash line. So keep that in mind when you use it, because it's very, very creamy to work with. Now I'm going to let these set. And then this one is Master Precise Ink Metallic. And excuse me. And this is it's supposed to be waterproof. And you're supposed to shake it. When I don't shake it, it comes out as glitter. Like so. I didn't shake it here. Comes out like glitter. When you do shake it, it's supposed to be more metallic. Now, when this dries, when it sets, it absolutely doesn't budge. It doesn't at all. When I was wearing it heavy. I wore it heavy for about 2 weeks. It did not transfer at all. It stayed right where I put it, and it looks really good wearing. So it did exactly what it said. Now this Milani Stay Put. The liner. Then L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last in Cobalt. Once they set, they stay. And this Stila in Sapphire, the automatic pen. Now, this has to set first before. Alright. This is the Maybelline Master Precise metallic ink, and this is in violet. Alright, now, you've seen that they do not transfer or move at all. Set. Now, this is wet with water. Okay, this is wet. There's water all over my hand. Now, I'm going to, okay, this is Milani, Stay Put. Still wet. Milani, Stay Put. L'Oreal, Cobalt. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last, Cobalt. This is Stila, Sapphire, automatic pen. Right there, that dark blue. Okay, now I'm going to go across all three of those so you can see. Starting at Stila, going across all the way. There you go. You just saw me squeeze water. Now, this last one does not budge at all when it's set dry on your lid. It doesn't. But I've not tried water until now, so we'll see. Okay, so what I did was these were wet. This is dry again, and it's not moving. No. So I can try it when it's wet. I didn't go down that far. Let me try it when it's wet, and we'll see. Now, if it gets wet, if it moves when it's wet, if it gets wet and you use this, just wait and don't touch it or anything because it's wet. Right now it's wet. You can see the liquid. You can see the water. Wait until it's dry. It's not running. It's not doing anything. And I already went over these when they were wet and they didn't move or anything. Let me see. No. Okay, now it moved a little. It moved a little when it was wet. There it is right there. It moved a little bit. So I'm going to let that set back. I'm going to leave it alone until it's dry. And I'm going to go with it with my finger. This may move. This did move a little bit wet. So I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to go over it. But these I touched. I went across wet. And they didn't move at all. So these others don't. But this one did move a little bit wet. So I'm going to wait until that's dry, and then I'm going to go over it again. But every time I wore them, this one at the bottom, it didn't move at all. It didn't transfer, nothing. So, I knew when I put it on that everything was going to be perfect all day. Every time I wore it, I knew what to expect. So, and I used primer and all that. So, now I'm going to go ahead and, okay, this is dry. It's dry. and it's not. If it looks like my fingers are over here and then over there, I'm using a different format to video, so that's why, and I'm getting used to the different format. With the other format that I use all the time, it has a certain setup, and I'm really used to that setup, so I'm getting used to this, and it's completely different, so that's why. So this does work. It does work when it goes on. It does stay. It is non-transfer. And if it gets wet, don't touch it or anything. Just let it dry. And it will continue on doing. It will continue on just like it didn't get wet. So, yeah. It's dry from the water I put on it. And it's all right. But this part right there I touched it when it was wet. So these doesn't matter. Oh, and I want to show you taking these off. Now this is just a wet rag, so let me see. This is just a wet rag. It is coming, actually not really. This is just a wet rag. This is not a makeup wipe. The easiest would be a makeup wipe. I mean, you're going to have to continue to scrub. So, and I don't happen to have a makeup wipe on me. But that's how it is. A makeup wipe, it'll come off far easier, and also these haven't been on all day either. When they've been on all day, it takes longer to get them off. So that's it, everybody. These are all the products that work. Some with a few. There are a couple exceptions to them. But you know, not bad though, you know. So I've got all new product coming, and blog reviews and blogs and all sorts of things in the works. So I'm really excited about a lot of stuff, and you will find out soon enough. So all right, everybody. I hope you have a great evening, and welcome to my new subs, and like and subscribe, because we want you in our fam, and click the notify for all the new videos coming, because many are, and videos coming with misses the products that don't work. So that's coming. That will be here shortly. So, and I will be getting in. There's some products in there that are sketchy as far as what they do. But they have some of it works and some of it doesn't, and I'll get into that more when I video it, but you'll see. So I'm Vicki. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.